Hello, I'm going to show how to create a team third-person shooter using C++ in Part 1, Player Character and Bot Team Setup. In this video, we're going to set up the player character and the AI bots, and we're going to assign the player character and AI bots to teams. We assign the teams using C++ with these files here, and we assign the player character with this file. This is an animation blueprint that we're going to create that's used for the player and the bots, and this is the player we're going to create, and these are the bots we're going to create: a white one, red, and green. Select new project, C++, third person, desktop console, maximum quality, with starter content. I'm going to name mine Team TPS, that stands for Team Third Person Shooter, and press create. I'm using Unreal Engine version 4.23.0. I'm using Visual Studio version 2017. I'm going to search for Animation Starter Pack and add this to your project. If you don't have this, you need to download it from the marketplace first. Using new folder, create this folder, Team TPS, and the folder structure underneath it. Here you have characters. Under characters you have bot, common, and player. And under common you have animations. Under content, Anim Starter Pack, right click UE4 ASP, Euro TPP, Anim Blueprint, duplicate, drag this to animations and move here. Rename this to ABP underscore UE4 ASP underscore Euro TPP. Under C++ classes, Team TPS, right click Team TPS character, create blueprint class based on Team TPS character. I'm going to name this BP player character and put it in the player directory, and create blueprint class and close this out. Double click BP player character, go to viewport, mesh, add this skeletal mesh, and for Anim class, put the Anim class that we created here. Then you need to position the character and turn it so that it points towards the arrow, and compile and save. We need to build this player character, so go to Anim Starter Pack, double click UE4 ASP character, highlight everything in the event graph, copy that, go back to the player character and paste that here. Now save this and go back to the Anim starter pack and the character, open that. Now we need to create these two variables, so copy this name here and go back to the character, player character, and create a variable. And save that. Close this, go back again to the character. Now copy this variable name, go back to player, create another variable. Now when you compile, you're going to get a warning. Save that and close that out. Double click BP player character. You see it has this warning that's caused by it's missing a action mapping for crouch. So I'm going to show you how to add that. Go to Edit, Project Settings, go to Input, expand action mappings and add action mapping. Name this crouch and enter keyboard and C, and then close that. Now if you open this up and you compile it, it should compile. Close that. Under C++ classes, Team TPS, right click, select New C++ class, show all classes, search for AI, select AI controller, and next. I'm going to name this AI controller bot white and press create class. I'm not going to show the class being created here because it takes too long. Create two more AI controllers and name them My AI Controller Bot Red and My AI Controller Bot Green, and you create these the same way as you created My AI Controller Bot White. Now you need to program the C++ code, and there's C++ code associated with each of these files. The C++ code for these files is almost identical, except the team ID is different, and the C++ code for the character basically assigns a team ID to the character. And we changed this code so that we can change out the third person character with our character. Now when you want to open the code in the Visual Studio Editor, you can just double click on the file and it will come up in the editor. So next we're going to move to the Visual Studio Editor and I'll show you the code. This is a list of all the C++ files. Team TPS GameMode.h, no changes were made. Team TPS GameMode.cpp, this line was added. This changes the third person character with our player character. Team TPS character.h, this was added. And this was added. and this was added. Team TPS character.cpp. This line was added. This assigns the team ID to the character. My AI controller bot white.h. This was added. And this was added. My AI controller bot white.cpp. Everything from this line all the way down was added. These 4 files that are remaining are pretty much identical to the My AI controller bot white.h. The only difference is the assignment of the team ID. So red is assigned team ID 2. Green is assigned team ID 3, and white is assigned team ID 1. Now you're going to create a blueprint controller based off of each of these controllers for the white, red, and the green. I'm only going to show you the one for the white, and then you can do the same process for the red and the green. And we're going to put it in this directory here called bot. So right click the white one, create blueprint class based on My AI controller bot white. And then I'm going to name this AIC underscore bot white. And then the location I'm going to select is bot and then press create. And then close this out. And this is the file that was just created. You need to add the AI perception component with the AI site config to each of these controllers. I'm only going to show you the white, but then you can do the same thing for the red and green. So double click AIC bot white and add component AI perception, and then add an element from the drop down, select AI site config, then expand this, and expand this, expand detection by affiliation, and check detect neutrals and detect friendlies. And then compile and save this and close. Double click AIC bot white. Program this blueprint. To get this node, select AI perception, right click, add event, and select the node from here. I changed the text color to match the color of the bot, in this case white. Now in the red, everything is the same except for this node is red. My AI controller bot red, and I changed the color red to match the color of the bot. And on the green, this node is my AI controller bot green, and I changed the color to green to match the color of the bot green. Right click, select blueprint class, select character. I'm going to name this BP bot base. Double click BP bot base. Go to viewport, select mesh for skeletal mesh. Select this skeletal mesh, SK mannequin. For anim class, select ABP UE4 ASP Hero TPP, and position the mannequin lower and turn it towards the arrow, and compile and save and close that. Now we're going to program the blueprint. So go to Anim Starter Pack and double click UE4 ASP character. Highlight everything in the event graph and copy. And paste. And save this. Close this out and go back to the Anim Starter Pack. Double click the character and copy this variable name, and then go back and add a variable. And save that, close, go back to Anim Starter Pack again, and open the character, and copy this variable name, go back and add another variable, and compile and save and close that. Now you need to create the white, red, and green bots. So right click, create child blueprint class. I'm going to name this one BP bot white. this one BP bot red. And this one BP bot green. Now you need to set the controller for the white, red, and green bots. Double click the white bot, change the controller to AIC bot white, compile, save. Double click the red bot, change the controller to AIC bot red, compile, save. Double click the green bot, change the controller to AIC bot green, compile, save, and close. Under Content, Anim Starter Pack UE4 Mannequin Materials, to create UE4 Man Body Red and the green material, right click on UE4 Man Body and duplicate. Then double click on the material. And on the body color, double click here. Select the color you want and say OK. And then save and close. Under Content, Team TPS Characters Bot, you need to change the material color for the red and green bot. I've already done the red one, so I'm going to show you on the green bot. So double click BP bot green, go to Viewport, highlight the character mesh, change the material to UE4 Man Body Green, and compile and save. I assigned the white bot to Team 1, the red to Team 2, and the green to Team 3. The players assigned to Team 1. If you're on the same team, you're friends. If you're not on the same team, you're enemies. So the players on the same team is the white bot. So the player and the white bot are friends. The assignment of the team is made in the C++ code in both the controller and the character. On the controller, I'll show you the controller for the white bot, but it's the same for the other ones. We have the AI perception component and the AI site config. Detect enemies, neutrals, and friendlies is checked, so it's going to be looking to detect either of those. And when it detects another bot or a player, it will call the get attitude towards, which is a blueprint callable function, and this will return either friendly, neutral, or hostile, and it will print the results here. You have to delete the third-person character, or else your character won't show up. So edit and delete that. I'll press play to test. You can run forwards, backwards, right, and left. And when I press C, it doesn't crouch. So I'm going to show you how to fix that. Under Content, Team TPS Characters Common Animations, double click ABP UE4 ASP Hero TPP. So the reason why crouching isn't working is this cast is wrong. So this cast has to be changed to cast to BP player character. So then you can delete this once you've replaced everything. And so you can delete this, and you can delete this. And when you're done, compile and save that. I'll press play to test. Now I'll press C to crouch, and I'll test moving forwards, backwards, right, and left. So crouching is now working. I will drag the white bot into the scene, and I'll press play to test, and I'll run in front of the white bot, and you can see it says friendly, so it's working correctly. I'll move the red bot into the scene. I'll press play to test. I'll run in front of the red bot, and it says hostile, so it's working correctly.